Good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. Sioux Falls police arrested a man after he allegedly fired a gun outside of a laundromat. And police say that around 9 p.m. Saturday evening, there was an altercation outside the laundromat on 14th in Minnesota. Witnesses claim hearing multiple gunshots. 28-year-old Tyrone Lee Appleton was arrested at 2:30 a.m. the next day for aggravated assault and reckless discharge of a firearm. There are no injuries or reports of damage. Two occupants of an apartment were expecting a friend, and when they opened the door, three men they didn't know barged in. According to police, the two victims were attacked by all three men on Sunday afternoon around 2 p.m. in the 6500 block of West Grove Place. One suspect had a gun while another had a machete. Police say the three suspects punched the victim several times, as well as one of the victims being hit by the machete, leaving a serious cut to his wrist. Reports state that the three suspects then rummaged through the home, grabbing cash, wallets, and truck keys. Now, police are unsure why these men were targeted. If you have any information on the suspects, you are encouraged to call the Sioux Falls Police Department. A Sioux Falls man is behind bars today, accused of assaulting and raping his girlfriend. Police say 24-year-old Mandry Adams was in an on-again, off-again relationship with his girlfriend. Officers say the two got into a disagreement when Adams allegedly strangled the victim, then raped her. Adams is charged with domestic aggravated assault and rape. More high school kids will have the opportunity to learn about the cyber world this fall. That's when the Governor's Cyber Academy kicks off. Through the academy, juniors and seniors in South Dakota can take dual credit courses online at a reduced cost.
Really sets a great foundation for them to then pursue what particular interests they have as they transition into post-secondary education.
Hours every time I need it.
We'll find out why Holman is so passionate about reaching rural kids with this program in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. And turning now to a first look at midday forecast with meteorologist Scott Munt. And we had some sun earlier, then it kind of disappeared. What's going on out there?
Yeah, we have some cloud cover across parts, not all, but parts of eastern and southeastern South Dakota. We do have sunshine in Mitchell, sunshine also trying to make an appearance here in the central, and I'd say parts of western South Dakota. Now, we do have some snow, especially for the higher elevations of the hills. That is something that we will continue to watch, and there may be a couple of areas of drizzle or even some light rain showers in north central South Dakota. Now you see Rapid City, some breaks in those clouds, temperature at 43 degrees with that strong northwest wind at 31 miles per hour. And this is Terry Peak. They've been dealing with the snow, which is good. They do have the winter weather advisory in effect for today. 3 to 6 inches of snowfall, wind gusts to 45 miles per hour can be expected. And there is a closer look at what's going on for the hills of western South Dakota. Now, some of those rain or snow showers may make their way down toward Rapid City, but anything that falls in and around Rapid City should stay fairly light. Over the next 12 hours, you see the cloud cover remaining thick in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND. I do anticipate seeing at least a little bit of sunshine, maybe towards sunset in southeastern South Dakota. Otherwise, we will bring in mostly sunny skies for tomorrow. Even with the cloud cover, we're at 37 in Sioux Falls, 33 in Brookings, 35 in Huron, 34 Aberdeen, 44 in Pierre, and 43 in Rapid City. Winds from the south in eastern KELOLAND, and they do change direction to the west and to the northwest in central and western South Dakota. So for today, we'll have highs in the 30s across eastern KELOLAND. I think we'll stay in the 40s today in central and western South Dakota. Clearing skies tonight. Numbers fall to the teens and 20s, and with sunshine tomorrow, we'll have temperatures in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. 50s tomorrow across western South Dakota. 48 in Pierre, 35 Huron, and in Sioux Falls, as well as Aberdeen. I'll have more details on the KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Victims, detectives, and federal agents are expected to speak in court Monday before a Las Vegas area judge decides whether to grant bail to a former Dances with Wolves actor. Nathan Chasing Horse's public defenders invoked his right to a detention hearing during his first court appearance. His lawyers are pushing for prosecutors to present convincing evidence that their defendant should be in custody before the trial. The 46-year-old is accused of sexually abusing Indigenous girls and leading a cult during a period spanning 2 decades. Well, fencing is going up in Washington, D.C. before Tuesday's State of the Union address. President Biden spent the weekend with advisors at Camp David fine-tuning his speech. It will be the first time the president addresses a divided Congress. And a former aide accuses Congressman George Santos of sexually harassing him. Derek Myers said that he worked in Santos's office for a few days as a volunteer, then said that Santos allegedly made some uncomfortable remarks, which led to Santos touching Myers non-consensually. Santos' office did not respond to a request for a comment. The Biden administration is taking foreign and domestic heat for shooting down a Chinese spy balloon that traversed U.S. airspace. China claims force was unnecessary, while Republican critics say force was delayed. CBS's Nicole D'Antonio reports from Capitol Hill.
Beijing blasted the United States on Monday for downing a Chinese balloon.
They shot it!
The communist regime accused the U.S. of using indiscriminate force when a U.S. military jet fired a single missile at the aircraft off the South Carolina coast Saturday. A time and place President Biden says was the safest option. The unpiloted spy balloon traversed sensitive military sites across North America for a week. Republican critics say the Biden administration should have acted sooner.
I think this entire episode telegraphed weakness to Xi and the Chinese government.
Senior Biden administration officials argued that closely observing the balloon in flight before shooting it down allowed us to better understand the Chinese program and further confirmed its mission was surveillance. White House officials say similar Chinese spy balloons have entered U.S. airspace before, and on Friday, one was spotted over Latin America.
This is part of a broad campaign to extract as much data and information as the Chinese Communist Party can to gain an advantage over us.
The diplomatic and political dust-up comes as the president's preparing to deliver his State of the Union address here at the Capitol tomorrow. It also sours U.S. efforts to tamp down tensions with China.
We have a real problem with China on a number of issues.
The Biden administration is now considering further actions against China. The full Senate is expected to receive a classified briefing on China's spy capabilities next week. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And the Myrtle Beach Police Department in South Carolina is telling residents who live along the coast to call law enforcement if they spot any remnants of the suspected Chinese spy balloon.